Welcome back, everybody, to Santa Fe Fashion's YouTube channel. If we haven't met before, I'm Stephen Cuomo, executive producer of Santa Fe Fashion Week. And Albuquerque's also a film hub. We got Netflix here, and so every Friday I open up my eBay store to local actors, and we do these scene studies. And I really want to film it the style of like The Office, so hopefully you'll join us as we do our scene studies. Thank you so much. So, David, what do we have on the agenda tonight?
So we have a scene that Micheal brought from the Patriot. And I brought two scenes. One is from a short film that I'm writing, and the other is from the classic Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. That's a male-male script scene, and the first one is a male-female scene.
Cool. So, Tom, introduce yourself and tell us about the script you brought today, please.
Well, it's Michael Thomas Angel, and it's from The Patriot, and it's a Mel Gibson movie. So
Fantastic. And you, young lady?
My name's Noelle Cepede, and I'm an actress.
And you brought a guest today.
Yes, I did.
I'm Erika Amateur. I'm her guest.
Are you an actress?
Yeah, I'm trying to be an actress.
And
I'm
a writer.
trying to write, yes.
All right.
Yes.
Trying's the first step. And you, sir?
Yes.
I'm Don Novak. I'm an actor too.
Well done. And you, young man?
Hi, my name is Shyzir. I'm an aspiring actor and aspiring animator.
Fantastic.
And we have someone arriving late.
Hello! My name is Austin, and I'm trying to be an actor.
Good job, Austin. Grab a seat, sir. It's like an AA meeting. So, okay, cool. So, we're gonna start with one of your scripts first. You want to do the one that you're currently working on, like some of your new material, and then you said it's
a short film, like 10, 12 minutes.
This guy.
It's called Letters from the Kitchen Table. It's set in 1942.
Mm-hmm.
It's a man and his wife. Their son has gone off to war, and she's writing letters to him, but she never receives any letters until one day, instead of the mailman showing up on the door, it's a soldier with a letter. And usually when that happens, it's because their son's been killed.
have we done this before?
No, we haven't.
Some stuff.
It's brand new.
Cool.
Hot off the presses.
So let's have Noelle and Michael. That's it? Because it's a husband-wife situation? Cool.
It is, and so this is the scene. Well, we could read through it, then discuss the characters, or we can discuss the characters, then read through it, depending on how you want to approach it.
We could just do read through, I guess.
Okay. So from arrow, there's some action in between the dialogue.
You know where the X, all right? Start the kitchen date.
Yeah, so you start, exactly, where the arrow is. And Dorothy is the mother, Roger is the father, and at this point in the scene, she's received the letter from the army. And she's sitting at the table, the letter's in front of her, but she hasn't opened the letter. And Roger stands behind her, and they have this dialogue. Well, she does most of the talking here, but then the next day they have a deeper dialogue about what's going on, and we can just read it, and then we can discuss the characters, their motivation, and what they're doing.
Sounds good.
So it starts out with Dorothy.
Okay. It's all your fault, you know. You encouraged him to enlist. You wanted him to be a man. Couldn't it have waited? Couldn't it have waited until the war was over? It's all your fault he's dead.
Dorothy.
Leave me alone. You killed our son. I never want to talk to you again. I never want to see you again. Go away. Go away forever, just like Jimmy.
Next day.
Dorothy, you haven't even opened up the letter. It's been days.
Why should I? I know what it says. Why should I read those awful words?
Don't you want to know if he received a commendation or something?
No.
I'm sure they wrote nice things about him. Maybe they're going to give him a medal.
What good would a medal do, Jimmy? He can't wear it, can he? Can he?
couple, right?
Yes, married.
Are they happily married?
Not at the moment.
Not the
Not
moment.
at
Probably
moment,
the
but-
beginning of the end.
But they were,
Okay.
kind of. But I think there's the basic conflicts that are around here. There's some personality. I think Dorothy doesn't want to believe that Jimmy's dead, but she's got the letter. So from her, it's the struggle is between accepting the fact that maybe he's dead, and still holding up hope that somehow he's
So that's
still
the,
alive.
is that the subtext?
That's for her. For Roger, you know, he clearly has different values. You know, he wants his son to be a man and to have the glory of a man and that. And so, you know, when she's worried about him being dead, what's he worried about?
The medals.
Medals, right? And so
He didn't die in vain.
it's a totally different. They're coming from
Right.
two different perspectives, and that's really the kind of the conflict in the scene is there are two different personalities that are starting to come out, and
So all I care about is if he did die, he died in glory.
that's your main concern. Yeah, I mean you're sad that you lost him, but you lost him probably in the best possible way, right? And for her, it's just like you lost
I
him
lost him in the best possible way for me.
for you. For
Right.
her, it's just like you lost him, and that's all that matters. It doesn't matter how he died. You know, he died too young. You forced him into it. It's your fault. You know, and it's really condemnation on that entire mentality of, you know, men have to be out there and, you know, macho and fighting wars and, you know, have the glory and all that kind of stuff. And she doesn't buy
Was
into
I a
that.
past soldier?
Probably. Yes. In fact, you are. In fact, there's a line that comes up after this where not only you are a past soldier, but your father was a soldier.
Okay, that's what I wanted to
Yeah.
figure out.
Third generation, hopefully.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
And I don't know if you want me to spoil the ending for you or
No,
not.
I just wanted. It just
Okay.
sounds. I was asking a curiosity question. 'Cause
Yeah, no,
maybe
no,
he was a
that's-
past soldier.
Yeah, definitely. And so his world is much more structured and clear cut.
Sound very structured.
You've got this
Okay. Like-
sense of
okay.
order and things that you're supposed to do. And Dorothy's a mother.
Is it like I'm almost trying to tell her to stop whining? Or is it more like I'm not as sympathetic as she is?
Yeah, I think it's more that.
Okay.
Yeah, you know,
Okay.
because in the action here, you go to her after her first outbreak. She runs to her bedroom, and you go and try to
Comfort
settle her
her.
down, right?
Okay.
But she doesn't want anything to do with you, and so you're trying to really calm her down. It's not that, you know, anything else. There's still affection there, but you're just seeing the world from two different places.
Okay. It's all your fault, you know. You encouraged him to enlist. You wanted him to be a man. Couldn't it have waited? Couldn't it have waited until the war was over? It's all your fault he's dead.
Dorothy.
Leave me alone. You killed our son. I never want to talk to you again. I never want to see you again. Go away. Go away forever. Just like Jimmy.
And Dorothy, you haven't even opened up the letter. It's been days.
Why should I? I know what it says. Why should I read those awful words?
Don't you want to see if he maybe received a medal of commendation or something?
No.
I'm sure they wrote nice things about him.
What good would a medal do, Jimmy? He can't wear it, can he? Can he?
Okay.
That was good. Good stuff. Cool. So let's, can we switch it up? Switch it up.
That's
Mike, look up there.
Don?
Don?
Yeah.
I have a friend in Mike.
Mike, oh, really?
You want to try?
You want to crack at
Yeah,
it?
I'll
yeah.
try it, yeah.
Look at you. You go, girl.
I'll try it.
Do you want to read through ones or do you want to just
Um,
So being ex-military,
Just for a second.
you bring a very interesting perspective to
Yeah.
this. Well, what are your thoughts about?
Well, I can tell you, like, when I deployed and left my family, that's like that's like the worst moment. It's not so bad once you, I get emotional, sorry. it's not bad once you get on your way, but leaving your family is like the worst. And my worst fear always was coming home in a casket and my family having to deal with that.
Yeah.
I can feel it right now. So to like this moment, that to me is being the one that died, and my family having to deal with that. That was always my worst fear.
Okay.
So
Good. Let's give it a try.
Okay.
I gotta take a moment.
I know. I need a
like
deep breath
shaking
for a
right now
second.
from the
It's
emotions.
like my heart's going so
Sorry to
fast.
ask a
Well, no, I mean
question
it's
like that, but I think your insight is
yeah.
It's helpful.
really helpful to all of this.
Are we reading through it? Or
I'm just reading through it super quick.
okay.
Yeah, and the one thing that isn't obvious, and it didn't, the application didn't put in the continuation, but on the last page, page 8, when Roger says, I'm sure they wrote nice things about him, he continues on, and there should be like Roger continuation, maybe they're gonna give a letter, so that's tricky reading through here because it's not formatted correctly. But, so just keep that in mind as you go through that. That's a continuation on your line.
Okay.
Okay.
And was there, because you said the first part is like day 1 and then the second part
Yeah,
was
this
like
is-
a day 2?
The first part of the scene is she's already received the letter and it's the next day and she's sitting at the table. And then when you get to there's interior kitchen day, the second one, so it's the next day. So they're like sitting down for breakfast.
Okay.
And they haven't talked because of her outburst the day before. They're not
Okay.
talking, but they're sitting down at the table together, and it is the next day.
Okay, ready? It's all your fault, You encouraged him to enlist. You wanted him to be a man. Couldn't it have waited? Couldn't it have waited until after the war was over? It's all your fault he's dead.
Dorothy.
Leave me alone. You killed our son. I never want to talk to you again. I never want to see you again. Just go away. Go away forever, just like Jimmy.
Okay, next day.
Yep.
Dorothy, you haven't even opened the letter. It's been days.
Why should I? I already know what it says. Why should I read those awful words?
Well, don't you want to know if you received
No.
accommodation or something?
No.
I'm sure they wrote nice things about him. Maybe they're going to give him a medal.
What good would a medal do, Jimmy? It's not like he can wear it, can he? Can he?
Okay.
That was good for the first.
That was really good.
That was really good for a first time.
Totally. Time ever done.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I don't think anybody's done it that good first try. No,
You didn't do a good job the first time.
I didn't do it.
Want to try it again?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's all your fault, You encouraged him to enlist. You wanted him to be a man. Couldn't it have waited? Couldn't it have waited until the war was over? It's all your fault that he's dead.
Dorothy.
Leave me alone. You killed our son. I never want to talk to you again. I never want to see you again. Just go away. Go away just like Jimmy did.
Next day.
Dorothy, you haven't even opened the letter. It's been days.
Why should I? I already know what it says. Why should I read those awful words?
Well, don't you want to know if you received accommodation or something?
No. No.
I'm sure they wrote nice things about him. Maybe they're going to give him a medal.
What good is a medal gonna do, Jimmy? It's not like he can wear it, can he? Can he?
Yeah, you see in the reaction stuff in there. You know, Roger is so anxious. He wants to know what's in that letter, right? Because he wants to see if they wrote good things about him. He wants to see if they give as a commendation or if he's going to get a medal. That's what he's curious about.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want to see, because you still have that doubt,
Yeah.
right? And if you read that letter, it might kill your doubt that he's
Okay.
still alive. Right?
Okay.
And that's kind of where,
Okay.
the scene is coming from.
So he'd be a
Is that-
little more enthusiastic.
So
like,
he's-
maybe
And
they'll
she's
come
more
along."
like-
Yeah, I mean, he's curious. I mean, he wants to know, does his son die a hero,
Okay.
Okay.
right? But you
Okay.
don't want to. You really are trying to
Avoid it.
avoid it because
'Cause I'm in
maybe
denial, right?
Maybe there's something happened. Maybe he's still alive.
Yeah.
But if somehow reading that letter
It makes it real.
will
It
make
makes
it
it real.
real,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And you don't want that.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Shyzir, wanna step in?
Sure.
Can you stand there?
Yeah.
Good.
Sure.
Am I, Roger?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Good. Or you just ready?
I'm just gonna.
Okay. Cool.
Actually,
It's all your fault, You encouraged him to enlist. You wanted him to be a man. Couldn't it have waited? Couldn't it have waited until the war was over? It's all your fault, he said.
Dorothy.
Leave me alone. You killed our son. I never want to talk to you again. I never want to see you again. Just go away. Go away forever, just like Jimmy.
Dorothy. You haven't even opened the letter. It's been days.
Why should I? I know what it says. Why should I read those awful words?
Don't you want to know if he received
No.
a commendation or something?
No?
I'm sure they wrote nice things about him. Maybe they are giving him a medal.
What good is a medal gonna do? It's not like he can wear it. Can he?
that's another take, or
Yeah,
does someone else want to sit in? Or
Do not take.
okay.
All right,
okay.
Okay.
I'll be a little bit more enthusiastic.
Yeah, just remember to put yourself,
In their shoes.
in their shoes. Imagine that it's you.
Right.
That Shyzir doesn't exist anymore. It's you're Roger,
Yeah.
and you're Dorothy, right? That's just putting your frame of mind. That's who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, try to do it from that perspective.
Okay.
It's all your fault, You encouraged him to enlist. You wanted him to be a man. Couldn't it have waited? Couldn't it have waited until the war was over? It's all your fault. He's dead.
Dorothy.
Just leave me alone. You killed our son. I never want to talk to you again. I never want to see you again. I just need you to go away. Go away forever, just like Jimmy.
Dorothy. You haven't even opened the letter. It's been days.
Why should I? I know what it says.
How you doing, young man?
Why should I read those awful words?
Don't you want to know if he received a commendation or something?
No.
I got you, man.
I'm sure they wrote nice things about him. Maybe they are going to give him a medal.
What good is a medal going to do, Jimmy? He can't wear it, can he? Can he?
Got
Let's stay in the moment.
He's really surprised by her reaction at this point. He doesn't expect to be accused of his son's death at that point. So when he says Dorothy is like, what? I mean, what do you mean, right? So that line, even though it's really the only line he has in that first part of the scene, it's got to reflect that, like,
Surprised by her
wow,
behavior.
well, where'd this come from,
Okay.
right?
You got it. All right, thank you.
Ready? Action.
It's all your fault, You encouraged him to enlist. You wanted him to be a man. Couldn't it have waited? Couldn't it have waited until the war was over? It's all your fault he's dead.
Dorothy.
Leave me alone. You killed our son! I never want to talk to you again. I never want to see you again. Go away forever, just like Jimmy.
Next day.
Dorothy, you haven't even opened the letter. It's been days.
Why should I? I know what it says. Why should I read those awful words?
Don't you want to know if he received a commendation or something?
No!
I'm sure they wrote nice things about him. Maybe they're going to give him a medal.
What good would a medal do? He can't wear it, can he? Can he?
And this, I think you're actually filming the movie, right? The facial expressions and all that are going to be really important as well, especially when, she has that line, go away forever, just like Jimmy, right? I mean, man.
Yeah.
That's like, whoa. So the facial expression on something like that, there's a lot of material there for the actor to kind of,
Jimmy is their son?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's dead.
So let's bring Brandon into the
I know that.
mix. Come
I
on up.
didn't know if that was
So, so the scenario, so you wrote this, so you want to tell the scenario?
Yeah, this is set 1942. We're in World War II. Roger and Dorothy are man and wife. Jimmy is their son. Jimmy enlisted with his father's encouragement and has been sent off to fight in World War II. Dorothy keeps sending letters to him, but she doesn't receive any letters in return until one day, instead of the mailman showing up on the door, it's a soldier with a letter, and she immediately knows what that means, right? If a soldier shows up with a letter, it means, sorry to inform you, right? But your son is missing in action or killed in action or something like that. So the scene that we're doing here, she's just received that letter, but she hasn't opened it. And Roger, his perspective on things is much different than Dorothy's. But his perspective is that, well, it's important that Jimmy became a man, and if he was going to die, he'd at least died with dignity and honor and fighting for a cause. And he's curious in that letter because maybe there's a commendation or even a medal in there, and that would make, like his son died a hero, and that would be really something special from his perspective. Of course, from Dorothy's perspective, it's completely different. She's lost her son, and it doesn't matter how she lost a son. She lost a son, and in here she's blaming Roger for it. And like I said earlier,
And am I Roger?
and you're Roger,
Okay.
and the husband. And so when she accuses you of killing him, you're surprised because that's the last thing you expected was for her to accuse you of being responsible for his death. Because after all you did was encourage him to go fight in a war because you fought in a war. You were a soldier, and your father was a soldier. And so this was just what Jimmy was supposed to do. And so you're surprised when she blames you for his death.
Cool.
Thank you.
Got this, Brandon?
You ready?
Okay. Action.
It's all your fault, You encouraged him to enlist. You wanted him to be a man. Couldn't it have waited? Couldn't it have waited until the war was over? It's all your fault he's dead. It's all your fault he's dead.
And your light is Dorothy.
Dorothy.
Leave me alone. You killed our son. I never want to talk to you again. I never want to see you again. Go away. Go away forever. Just like Jimmy. Don't.
They're sitting at the kitchen table together, but they're not talking.
So this is the next day.
This is the next day.
Okay.
He's probably slept on the couch that night.
FYI.
That's funny, but then,
Dorothy. Dorothy.
What?
Talk to me.
Why should I open the letter? It's been days. And I can't bring myself to open it.
Dorothy. How did you open the letter? It's been days.
Why should I? I know what it says. Why should I read those awful words?
Don't you want to know what if it's been received?
No!
And come with
No!
Or something?
No! Because none of it's going to bring him back. He's gone. Dead. And there's nothing you or anyone can do about it. You could have waited to send him to the war, but you didn't. You didn't want to listen to me. And if he does get a medal, maybe you can bury him in it. Just know when you bury him that you're the one that buried him, not me. You open the letter if it's so important to you.
Are you okay to go through that one time with Austin?
Yeah.
I'm not sure where you went. I'm not gonna even ask. But Austin, want to go?
There
through?
was just like
Yeah.
a long pause,
So,
and I don't know. It
yeah.
just came
So,
out. It kind of bubbled
so
to
in the script,
surface.
what happens is, since it's the next day, she's cooled down a little bit, right? So actually, it's 2 days if you look at this script, because in the what I was doing in the movie was okay. You had the scene where she accuses him, and then the next day they're sitting, and it's a very short scene, and they don't say anything, and then it's the following day, and they're sitting down together, and then that's when this takes place. So she's had a couple days to kind of calm down, and at the end, which I'm not going to divulge unless you come to me afterwards and ask me what happens, that kind of plays into it. So she's simmered down quite a bit because 2 days have gone by, but
But she's not happy.
but she's still blaming you for it, right? And you, and she can't understand your reaction, but your reaction is, hey, he could be a hero. I want to know. I want to know.
I think you did a great job, though.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
I like what you did
for me,
there.
yeah.
I like how you.
I like how you kind of paused when you were like trying to you're trying to not overstep the line and make her upset or anything, and I understand where you're coming from. That's why you had those long pauses, correct?
No, so that's good.
It's good. Good beats.
Yeah, very good.
So Austin, let's have you go up there.
Okay.
You stay up there. Let's switch it out, and then we're gonna change scripts.
Okay.
So we'll have Austin.
Because I want to do my thing.
Yeah, we're gonna have him here next. Is yours male or male female? Or can we put a
It
female
doesn't
in?
really matter. It could be
Perfect.
male, 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 female, but in the Patriot, it's a male talking to a male, but really don't matter. Don't matter.
You're going to have your piece and say what you want, so that was good too.
So keep the cameras rolling.
So are we doing this
So
one
is
again? or-
the camera still rolling, or
From the
would
beginning?
it completely die?
Yeah, take it.
It died.
Okay.
when you-
Okay.
Let's go from the start then.
From the start, awesome.
It's too powerful for the camera.
Yes.
Suck the life out of it.
Got action.
It's all your fault, You encouraged him to enlist. You wanted him to be a man. Couldn't it have waited? Couldn't it have waited until the war was over? It's all your fault he's dead.
Dorothy.
Leave me alone! You killed our son! I never want to talk to you again! I never want to see you again! Go away! Go away forever! Just like Jimmy! Don't touch me!
Okay, 2 days later.
Dorothy, you haven't opened the letter. It's been days.
Why should I? I know what it says. Why should I read those awful words?
Don't you want to know if he
No.
received any accommodations
No.
or something?
No.
Sure, they wrote nice things about him. Maybe they gave him a medal.
What good would a medal do? He can't wear it. Can he? Can he?
Great.
That was great.
That's what. One of the hardest things to do is cry on cue, cry on cameras. That's hard to do.
And one thing, when you did that, it's all your fault. It might be good to emphasize your there as well,
Yeah.
since you did the others, because keep that, pace going.
Yeah.
So that would be a good thing to do.
Did you bring a couple scripts or what?
No, I don't need it.
Okay, so you're
Yeah, I got
I'll
memos.
take care of that. Thank you. I'll open it. We got a medal, guys! Yeah!
Why don't you guys open it
It came in the mail.
all-
Fix your marriage. Open it together.
So,
It could be guy, girl, it could be whoever. They can have the script, and then I'm using this as a little bit of a prop too. So whoever wants to do it, you're gonna do. This is from the Patriot. You're gonna do Tom. That's me. Then everything else is you. You do John, and you're gonna do Romero. Romero's down here. So anything that's not orange is yours.
Okay. I don't know what. Can someone else go first?
Wait.
Oh, you want to go first?
Yeah.
I don't want to go first. I'm like, I need to see this. I haven't even seen it.
Let me take a look at one more time.
Okay.
Thank you.
Be careful when he starts swinging that thing.
I'm not gonna say it's just part of it. I need it.
Doesn't so much hurt here or
Keep going.
here, but right here.
My line's like the.
Okay, all yours is everything that's not in the orange. You're John and you're Romero. So you're both.
Both John Romero. Gotcha.
Okay. So want to get closer? Because I'm going to be talking to you here, but I'm going to be looking over that way too.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense.
Alright. Release the prisoners.
What is this?
Prisoner exchange. He has 18 of our officers.
Who is he? I recognize him.
He's the commentator of the Milita. Your ghost. Stay the swords. Come on.
This is madness.
If you harm him, you condemn our officers.
With all respect, sirs, he's killed as many as his officers in the last 2 weeks.
He has shown no aggression here. Hence, he cannot be touched.
Has he now? You! Hey, you! I remember who you are on that farm, that stupid little boy. Your son. Did he die? You know, sometimes in war, you have to do what you have to do. But then sometimes, one's duty is a real pleasure.
Before this war is over, I'm going to kill you. And I will make you suffer.
Oh, really? Why wait?
Soon. Very soon, you will see your death.
I want to crack at that.
That's awesome.
So, I've never watched. I'm just saying, so give me a little rundown. So who's the other character? So tell me about the characters.
Okay, who's seen The Patriot?
This is
Okay.
Mel Gibson and the
Right.
Which one's Mel?
Civil
Mel
War.
Gibson's the good guy. You're the good guy.
That's what I thought.
I am that evil. You know the red coat general.
Yeah.
I'm just evil as shit. I kill your son.
I could hear it.
So you're not very happy. And so you're playing two parts. John he's one of the guys. This is kind of like my commander. He's kind of telling me
your boss.
Right, my boss in a way.
And then Romero is.
And Romero is Mel Gibson.
Okay.
But we're doing the same thing, the same part. So you can do Romero and you're doing John. You're doing each part.
Cool.
Okay. Let me see something because I think.
Oh no.
What?
I don't.
Just think I can improv a little bit. Wait. Okay.
Cool.
Hold on, maybe one more time. Okay.
Release the prisoners.
What is this?
Prisoner exchange. He has 18 of our officers.
Who is he? I recognize him.
He's the commander of the militia. You're a ghost. Stay that sword, Colonel.
This is madness.
If you harm him, you're condemned our officers.
With all respect, he has killed as many as his officers in the last 2 months.
He has shown no aggression here, hence he cannot be touched.
Oh, has he now? You! Hey, you! I recognize you. You're the ghost on that farm. That stupid little boy I killed. Did he die? You know, sometimes doing one's duty is difficult, but sometimes it's a real pleasure.
Before this war is over, I'm going to kill you, and I will make you suffer.
Oh, really?
Soon. Wait. Sorry.
Let me do this one first.
Okay. Jumping ahead. Yeah. No. Oh, okay.
I'll start.
Okay.
Start from Romero.
Okay. Before the war is over, I'm going to kill you, and I will make you suffer.
Oh, really? Why wait?
Soon, very soon, you will see your death. I'm a pretty scary motherfucker.
No. He's scary.
He's scary. You're like a good guy.
You're too civilized.
Consider your best flag.
Yeah. I like to
But,
The Dark Angel.
He's the hero too.
Yeah.
yeah,
He kills me at the end.
Want to do it again? We'll do it again, and then we'll switch it.
Okay.
No, I like it.
Yeah.
It's good.
I'm like the crow. The crow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brings the evil in you.
Yes.
You're not nice.
I'm not nice.
Well, okay, the first I'd say John is kind of nice. He's my commander, but he's very strict.
Okay.
But you're wanting to kill me because I killed your son, so that would be more Romero's part.
yeah.
Okay.
You're like
I got you.
you're like the proper commander, like
Oh.
hints he can't be touched. Then when he goes like this, release the prisoners. He's very, very formal.
Okay.
But I have to listen to you, even though I don't want to.
Right. And then Romero is more of the tough guy.
He's John. He's Mel Gibson's part.
Okay.
He's the one that's going to
He's
kill me
on
at the end.
He's on the American side,
Yeah, right.
whereas the other guy's British. They're both British in the beginning,
Okay.
right? And they're doing a prisoner exchange with Mel Gibson, who is with the Revolutionary Army. And so when you get to his part, you really want to kill him badly because he killed your son. But now is not the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, Michael? I mean, that's what.
Next time I do this, I'll bring in another script because it's really this needs 3 actors.
Sweet.
But it's cool for now.
Are you playing 2 parts? Is
He's
that?
playing 2 parts.
Oh, okay.
We really
Alright.
need 3 actors for this. I only got that script.
Yeah,
though.
no, we don't have the
Okay.
script in front of us, so let's just see it.
Yeah. Okay, ready? Release the prisoners.
What is this?
Prisoner exchange. He has 18 of our officers.
Who is he? I recognize him.
John, he's the commander of the militia. You're a ghost. Stay that sword, Colonel.
This is madness.
He rode under a white flag for formal parley. If you harm him, you jumped ahead.
Huh?
You jumped ahead.
Okay, but you gotta wait.
Yeah, you said this before I finished this.
Okay, status for Colonel. Okay, and this is madness. Is right at formal parlay. Okay, I'll wait till you're done with that.
Yeah, we'll take it from top.
Okay.
We'll take it from top. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Settle in. Release the prisoners.
What is this?
John, prisoner exchange. He has 18 of our officers.
Who is he? I recognize him.
John, he's the commander of the militia. Your ghost. Stay that sword, Colonel. He wrote it under a white flag for formal parley.
This is madness.
If you harm him, you condemn our officers.
In your respects, sir, he's killed as many officers in the last 2 months.
You show no aggression here. Hence, he cannot be touched.
Has he not? You! Yes, you! I recognize you, ghost! On that farm, that silly little boy, your son? Did he die? You know, sometime in war, it's difficult to do one's duty.
Before the war is over, I'm going to kill you. And I'll make you suffer.
You must know.
I'm here.
Okay, wait. Okay, see, if I said this, I'm just doing one's duty, you gotta let me say, but occasionally it's a real pleasure. You gotta say that.
Damn it.
It's alright, it happens.
All right, we'll do it one more time. Sorry.
No. I'm not mad at you, I like to stay in character. Okay.
Release the prisoners.
What is this?
John, prisoner exchange. He has 18 of our officers.
Who is he? I recognize him.
He's the commander of the militia. Your ghost. Stay with the sword, Colonel. He wrote in under a white flag for formal parley.
This is madness.
If you harm him, you condemn our officers.
With all respect, sir, he's killed as many as his officers in the last 2 months.
He has shown aggression here, hence he cannot be touched.
Has he not? You! Hey, you! I recognize you. You're that ghost on that farm with that silly little boy that I killed, your son? Did he die? You know, sometimes when you're in war, you have to do one's duty. And sometimes, it's a real pleasure.
Before the war is over, I'm going to kill you, and I will make you suffer.
Oh, really? Why wait?
Soon, very soon, you will see your death. Cool. So go ahead. You ready now?
Yeah, I'm so ready.
WWE standoff.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? It's probably you can ask him, release the prisoners, because he's British. Do you speak British accent? You don't have to.
No.
You try. They go, release the prisoners.
I would prisoners.
Yeah.
Release the prisoners.
Release the hounds.
Release the prisoners.
Release the
I'll make
prisoners.
a cup of tea.
That'll be the British version of the
Yes.
office.
In the toilets in my glass.
Yeah, it's the movie Patriot. It's about the Revolutionary War.
Okay.
Release the prisoners.
What is this?
Prisoner exchange. He has 18 of our officers.
Who is he? I recognize him.
He's the commander for the militia. Your ghost. Stay that sword. He rode in under a white flag for formal parley.
This is madness.
If you harm him, you condemn the officers.
With all respect, madame, he's harmed as many officers, killed as many officers in the last 2 months.
He has shown no aggression here, hence he cannot be touched.
Has he not? You! Hey, you! You're the ghost on that farm? That silly little boy, your son, I killed? You remember that. Did he die? You know, sometimes in war, you have to do your duty. But sometimes it's a real pleasure.
Before this war is over, I'm going to kill you. And I will make you suffer.
Oh, really? Why wait?
Soon. Soon. You will see your death.
She was like,
Hey.
I would have put my bed on her. That was really good.
She kills me at the end.
So,
Absolutely.
got one.
Joan of Arc.
Yeah.
Want to give it a shot?
Okay.
We'll have time to. Good job.
You too. Shit's tough.
So John is the Mel Gibson?
John is kind of my boss, and I have to listen to him. He's above rank on me. That's why he always say, "Really, the prisoners?" And Mel Gibson's part actually is Romero.
Okay.
But we don't have 3 scripts, so basically that's why I'm doing it like this.
So if you're a colonel, then he's probably a general. Or something
Yes. Yes.
So
But
play
kind of a
those.
rebellious one though. I kind of want to do what the fuck I want though.
Right. But he's the proper English general.
Yes, he's like,
British
release
general.
the prisoners. You know,
And
very proper.
Yeah. That's an interesting dynamic between the two.
Can I fold this?
Huh? You could, yeah.
So action on me.
Yeah, I'll call action. And action.
Release the prisoners!
What is this?
Prisoner exchange. He has 18 of our officers.
Who is he? I recognize him.
He's the commander of the militia, your ghost. Stay the sword, Colonel.
This is
Stay
madness.
He rode in here under a white flag for formal parley.
With all excuse me, sir. I don't agree with what you're saying. He's killed as many as his officers in the last 2 months.
If you harm him, you condemn our officers.
There's something I have to condemn, I think.
I'm sorry. You lost.
Oh, okay, wait. That's then this is madness comes out to formal parley. If you harm, you condemn our officer. Okay. Then I say that, then you say this. You got to say he has shown no aggression, hence he cannot be touched. That's okay.
I'll do it like that. Isn't that what they used to do?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you could.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we look at it one more time? Okay.
Action.
Release the prisoners!
What is this?
Prisoner exchange. He has 18 of our officers.
Who is he? I recognize him.
He's the commander of the militia, your ghost. Stay the sword, Colonel. He rode in under a white flag for formal parley.
This is madness.
If you harm him, you condemn our officers. Am I Tom?
Okay. That's me. Go ahead and start where if you harm him. Yeah.
If you harm him, you condemn our officers.
With all respect, sir. Shit, let me do it again.
Okay. If you harm him, you condemn our officers.
With all respect, sir. He's killed as many as his officers in the last 2 months.
He has shown no aggression here. Hence, he cannot be touched.
Has he not? You! Yes, you! You're the ghost on that farm. Your son, I killed that silly little boy. Did he die? You know, sometimes in war, it's difficult to do one's duty. But sometimes, it's a real pleasure.
Before this war is over, I'm going to kill you. And I will make you suffer.
Oh, really? Why wait?
Soon. Very soon. You will see death.
Good, very good.
Yeah.
That was so good.
So, Austin, want to step in?
That's hard. That's hard
You
to
let him
follow.
go
Hard to follow
first.
that, but did it.
Can you let him go first?
We
I'm a little
can.
nervous.
Let's do it.
That was awesome.
We need to do it again, but get the third actor in here to play all three
Yeah.
parts.
Yeah.
It's hard
I
to
need-
switch back.
Yeah, we need to
Who's
get
the
next
third
time.
actor? The guy back there with the ghost?
No, the third actor is Mel Gibson, then it's the correct general, and then it's me. So there's actually 3 actors in this next time.
I have a
We
question.
don't, yeah.
How is Mel Gibson during while you're yelling
Okay,
across the
this-
way?
when I'm yelling, that's Mel Gibson walking
Yeah,
away.
no, honestly, I
Ah.
have an opinion on it too. Screw Mel Gibson. We're not Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
So let's
Well,
just go from there.
I just mean.
Yeah, but in that part is
How are
that's
the
why I'm yelling out, because in this scene he's walking away, and when I go, hey you, killed your boy, still he turns around and he walks back to me, and then when he looks me in the face and he tells me all this stuff, and then I say, before the war over, it's going to kill you. But we don't have 3 actors and 3 scripts, so we just do it like this.
Thank you.
And I do have a question. Is he British?
Well,
Mel Gibson's not British.
no. Although in reality he probably was,
Yeah.
but in the movie he's not.
No.
So he's
So I
In
can
the mo-
say
in the
an
movie,
American accent.
you can- yeah,
and
you
it'll
can-
be
oh, yeah, you're
Meryl's
fine.
part is
Yeah.
American accent.
Okay,
John's part is
I'm supposed to be
British
British, but it doesn't. I just.
but you're Tom,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
I'm doing it however.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Cool. And action.
Release the prisoners.
What is this?
Prisoner exchange. He has 18 of our officers.
Who is he? I recognize him.
He's the commander of the militia. Your ghost. Stay that sword, Colonel. He rode in under a white flag of the formal camaraderie.
This is madness.
If you harm him, you condemn our officers.
With all respect, sir, he's killed as many as his officers in the last 2 months.
He has shown no aggression. He cannot be touched.
Has he not? You! Hey, you! You're the ghost on that farm where I killed that silly little boy, your son?
Did he die?
No, I say that.
Did he die?
Yes. I killed your son. Silly little boy, I stabbed him. And I gutted him like a fucking pig. What are you going to do about that?
Let me tell you this. Before this war is over, I will kill you.
Why wait?
I can do it right now.
The sword is right
But
here.
why spare this of sins?
Fix the sword and strike if you can.
I know the right time.
And I'll be at the right place.
I bet you will.
All right, cut. break it up, guys.
There
We need to get a comedic
Good
script
job.
in
Good
here.
job. Good job.
That goes stay in
I know.
character.
Good job. All right. Good job.
You're not the
great.
only.
All right, good job.
That was
All right, let's
amazing.
change it up.
One thing
That was
when you're
That was
talking
awesome.
about, that was good, Michael. When you're talking to me about this little boy, and you say you killed him, but then later on you ask, did he die? Right? That's kind of like you already know that. If you said I killed him,
Yeah.
then one of those lines should be left out. And I think the one about did I that you said
I'll
he
leave
killed
out
him.
the killed him part.
Right, and then
say you go on the farm, the silly little boy, did he die? I'll leave out the killed him part.
yes,
I just lost it there.
yeah, no, that and that because that's powerful, right?
Yeah.
When you
On
because you
the
don't know
farm-
at this
on
point.
the farm, silly little boy, did
Yeah.
you say did he die?
Yes, exactly, and that's great.
All right, Shyzir.
Great.
Good.
So, and I liked
Oh,
there was a different approach, and I liked.
Okay.
Good
Yeah,
job.
but
As
at the end-
John.
Okay,
Very good.
but see, that was the right approach by him because at the end, Mel Gibson is eye to eye with him,
Yeah.
and he's telling him, when this war is over, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
So what he did with the improvers, right? Because he
Yeah.
is going to kill him.
And the part at the beginning when he's playing the British officer, right?
Yeah.
It was a slightly different take, which I
Yeah.
thought
we need to get
was
his reaction.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely do.
Good though.
Yeah, it was good. I like somebody that pushes me. That's good.
All right, Tom, you're still up there, sir, since you know,
Oh,
the,
shit.
you know the script. You,
There you go.
yeah, cool. And action.
Release the prisoners.
What is this?
Prisoner exchange. He has 18 of our officers.
Who is he? I recognize him.
He's the commander of the militia. Your ghost. Stay the sword, Colonel.
This is madness.
He rode off to the white flag for a foreign parley. If you harm him, you condemn the officers.
With all respect, sir, he's killed as many as his officers in the last 2 months.
He has shown no aggression here. Hence, he cannot be touched.
Has he not? You! Hey, you! Are you the ghost on that farm? That silly little boy? Did he die? You know, sometimes in war, you have to serve one's duty. And sometimes it's a real pleasure.
Before this war is over, I'm going to kill you. And I will make you suffer.
Oh, really? Why wait?
Soon, very soon, you will see death.
Cut. Good job. Good job. Good job.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You ready?
Let's get one more.
What? Well, actually,
You want to do? Why don't someone do my part?
Guess there's only one script.
Yours is.
Yours is.
Yeah.
You're doing
We're
great.
doing good.
Yeah, yours is.
I mean,
It's fun playing the bad guys, man. Come on, don't anybody want to try it?
I can give it a try.
someone can do it.
Yeah, want to switch up? Yeah, so watch
Come on, everybody mix it up.
Okay, yeah.
I'll play the other guy if you want.
No, you have a great point.
Yeah.
Who wants to do it? I can do it.
I'm too scared.
Hang on,
it.
hang on.
Okay.
That would work.
Did you just read off the script?
I've never seen this, so they back in the
But,
day did
but
they
the thing
have...
is, it's just make it your own is the whole thing. The most important thing is just make it your own.
All right, awesome.
Do we
Make
only
it
have
your
one
own.
script?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
problem.
because I have it memorized, so I'll have to bring some more next time.
So you're
I like a copy machine.
No.
Scribble it really quick.
No,
Write it down on a paper.
Right there.
I'll bring 3 next time, and we'll have 3 actors do it. I'll do it.
Oh, can you take a picture of it on your phone, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah, but then you have to script, make it bigger and stuff. Are you ready?
And what is this problem?
That's a sword.
That's a sword.
And are we like in the medieval time?
No, Revolutionary War.
Okay.
He's got the sword by him, and he has the sword. He was gonna go strike Mel Gibson, so that's what happened.
Yeah, no striking, no striking.
And no striking.
No strike.
And,
Oh, wrong strike.
right, and action.
Release prisoners.
Who is this?
Prisoner exchange. He has 18 of our officers.
Who is he? I recognize him.
He's the commander of the militia. Your ghost. Stay your sword, Colonel.
This is madness.
If you harm him, you will condemn our officers.
With respect, sir, he's killed as many others in that test that has lasted 2 months.
There's no aggression here. Can't be touched.
Has he not? You? So, you're the ghost, are you? I remember you. Oh, that farm? Your son? That stupid little boy?
Well, before this war is over, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to make you suffer.
And cut. Let's do it. Let's do it. Very good. Let's do it one more time.
Oh, so evil. It was awesome. I loved it.
Settle in. Very good, guys. And ready? And action.
Release prisoners.
Who is this?
That's the commander of the militia. He has 18 of our officers.
Who is he? I recognize him.
He's your ghost. Don't use that sword, Colonel.
This is madness.
If you harm him, you can harm our officers.
With respect, he's killed many. Many officers that we have known.
There's no aggression here. So he can't be touched.
Has he not? So you're the ghost, are you? I remember you. Did he die? You know, it's an ugly business, doing one's duty. But just occasionally, it's a real picture.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I will kill you. Okay? You won't feel it. It's gonna be painful and long. It's gonna be very soon too. Very soon.
Cut. So Don, I'm gonna hand you the camera and want you stay up there and you go up there.
Okay.
There you go. I'll be right back.
So Mike, when he says that line, Michael, about that, where he's talking about
Yeah,
sometimes your
fun.
duty
I love it.
is whatever, is he saying that to the general or is he saying that to Romero?
Well, for the actors, you'd be saying it to Mel Gibson's character, yeah. Because he comes back and walks to him, and he tells him that,
Okay.
so.
Well, I think sometimes in war, some guys really get off on doing it. It seems like that character is like somebody.
The
really
evil
likes
general
it.
is evil. He gets off on
Yeah.
killing.
Yeah.
He's like the British and how they're proper they are.
Yeah.
He's the rebellious. He wants to do it more of an evil way. He doesn't like to follow rules.
You don't. It's not.
Not just kill, but kill
Yeah, I
with
know.
prejudice, maybe or
Exactly.
something. Yeah.
Exactly. Because you're saying this is the only way you beat the militias. You have to kill with prejudice. And
Right.
the proper British officers like, we can't kill like that. We have to do everything proper.
Kill with
Follow the
honor.
rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow the rules of war.
Just hold it. What is this?
You couldn't even let me finish the first line. I was like,
Or wait for the action. Sorry, I'm just like excited. Sorry.
It's all good.
Okay.
release prisoners.
You want me to call action? You guys just,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Did they have radios in the?
Well, my guy has
Oh,
a radio,
yeah, okay.
right? I'm like super fly.
U.S.
Not that time he yelled really loud.
Release prisoners.
What is this?
Prisoner exchange. He has 18 of our officers.
Who is he?
He's the commander of the militia. Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay.
Take
Go
two.
again. Say it again. Sorry. Who is he?
Who is he? I recognize him.
He's the commander of the militia. Your ghost. Stay your sword, Colonel.
This is madness.
If you harm him, you condemn our officers.
With respect, sir, he's killed more officers in the last 2 months.
There's no aggression here, so you can't touch him.
Has he not? You! So you're the ghost, are you? I remember you. On that farm? Your son, that stupid little boy? Is he dead? You know, it's an ugly business. Doing one's duty, but just occasionally, it's a real pleasure.
Before this one is over, I am gonna kill you.
Why wait?
Because it takes a lot of thinking to catch you off guard. But I will make it very,
Why not now?
Because you would expect it now. Will not expect it later.
Cut.
So we're gonna put Michael on the spot for a second because we're about to wrap this thing up. So Michael, stand up there.
Which Michael?
Yeah.
That's not English Michael too.
Huh?
I got.
No, I just want to ask you a few questions about acting. Let's have Michael. Okay. So Michael, for our
Sorry.
he's done acting for a moment. So Michael, for our YouTube viewers, you've had extensive training and schooling and stuff like that. Any advice to our classmates or anybody watching on YouTube about acting?
Train. Get with an acting coach that works for you. You don't work for the acting coach. Make sure they work for you. Make sure they understand your goals and what you're trying to do. Your type, which mine's bad guy type, and works with that type. Because most of my auditions are bad guys, which I love.
So when you say acting coach, you're talking about acting teacher, acting what? Go a little deeper on acting coach.
Well, there's different methods like Chubbuck method. There's the Meisner method acting, which I enjoy. Most of my training's been in Meisner, but you have to get a coach that understands your goals and that works with you. And one that you get along with. You share some common ground. Not every acting coach is going to be for every actor. I've been through a lot. I've been through some that seem like they really care about the actor and actress, and they're sincerely there for them. And fortunately, back in Colorado before I moved up here, I was with some that were just there because that's all they could do. You don't want to ever get with an acting coach that's like, I'm just here because I couldn't make it as an actor and actress, and I've experienced that. Get an acting or acting coach that fits what you're trying to do and your goals and one that you're comfortable with. And I often think it's good to switch coaches every now and then because everybody teaches different. But I've had one particular coach, Randy Klein here. She's my Meisner coach. She's brought so much out of me. She's incredible, and she's been the best coach I've had so far.
Cool. And then I stumbled a few times, and you said how you like to stay in the character. I found like I've gone on auditions, and actually you did a really great job where to go from like, you know, sometimes you'll go on audition and they'll say you expect to play it like funny, and then they just totally want you to change it up. And any tips on like how to? Because I struggle with that.
Just follow the redirection.
Yeah.
Do whatever they say. They're the casting director. They give you a redirection. Just do it. And keep it simple.
And you cried on demand. I have a hard time smiling on demand.
That was
they want me to
impressive.
walk in and just like smile, and I was like, yeah.
That's one of the hardest things to do is cry on demand. It's tough.
Oh, cool. Any questions for Tom while he's sitting up there? Because you've been acting for how long now?
6 years.
6 years now. Very cool.
I just wonder, like on redirection, do you just go and take what they give you, and then you give them what you had? I think we talked about like just be yourself, and just take what you get, and then
Be
just
yourself,
go for
but
it.
follow the redirection that they give you. Just try to do it the way you would do it. And then the thing about auditions that you can do the perfect audition, not miss a word, and don't get a call back. I mean, you can do perfect and not get a call back. Then you mess up. You get a call back. You just don't know what's on the casting director's mind. Number one, you're there to solve their problem.
Right.
You're there to solve their problem. What's their problem? They're looking for somebody for that role. And they want you to win. Casting directors want you to win. So as soon as you solve their problem, they say that's the one, they can move on to another problem.
Right.
Another role. So they're in it for you. They don't want you to fail at all.
And the other thing where I think you'd be good at, I had one, it was a Zoom, because a lot of stuff's been self-taping lately, and I had a Zoom one, and they wanted to go off script.
Mm-hmm.
So they went into this and they're like, play it this way. And what I thought was interesting is, so I thought I did a good job, and I did get a call back. And when she called me back, she wanted me to go off script, but in a different part of the scene. And I just didn't have the energy. And I even told her, I just couldn't get there. And it was so amazing because the first time I was like, bam. And the second time I just couldn't.
And that's something
there.
that's going to have to develop over time. I think for some people it will happen faster. For some people it takes a period of time. For me, when I first got in, I used to always say I'm a beginner actor. I'm an actor in process. I'm all this stuff. And finally Randy said, nah, Tom, you're a damn actor now. Stop saying that. Mm-hmm. And once I got that more confidence, auditions to me are like job interviews. That's all they are. It's another job interview, this and that. And then once you get into the routine of auditioning, you audition, then you got to forget about it. Just forget about it, because if you think about it, you're going to be sitting by the phone. Are they going to call me? I'm going to call back. Just do the audition, forget about it, because only thing you can control is booking the room and the people enjoying what you're doing there, and then after that, just forget about it, because you don't have any control after that. You just control yourself as an actor. That's all you can control. That's it.
Great advice. Anybody else have any questions? What we got time here?
I was just gonna ask, is there anything that you like to do to, prepare, like any kind of warm-ups that you like to do or anything just to prepare for like a day of acting or to get into role?
Well, since I enjoy the Meisner method, which is being in the moment and also method acting, I get into the character as soon as I leave my car. I'm the character. Like I go for an audition. I walk in, I'm the character. That's what I do. Some people don't like method acting. Some people think it's dangerous. I think if I was a younger person, it might be.
So for people that don't know what
it's
method acting is, can you define that?
It's being in character all the time. Even when they say cut, you're in character and you stay in character the entire time.
So it's interesting. So I worked on it's just an extra, but a Forrest Whitaker movie. And watching Forrest Whitaker get into character, because he definitely, he'd walk into the room and you'd watch him pacing and you could really just see him building up and whatnot. So I thought that was kind of cool to watch him. And now I've seen other actors actually like, I forget the guy's name, but he was actually like, it was a sunny day, he was taking a nap outside and then they called him up and boom, he just did it. It's
all on your individual process. You got to do what's comfortable for you. Do what works for you. Like when I did Midnight Screening, we filmed that. We had this whole theater to work with. And I just went off to the other theater by myself. That's the way I got into character, so I could stay in character. I didn't have a lot of people bug me. And I told Daniel, look, I'm a method actor, I need to go. And they understood that. And everybody respects your acting processes, I respect theirs. And so it's all up to you as an individual. Whatever gets the best acting out of you, do it. Not everybody's going to be the same.
Cool. Anybody else? Yeah, Austin, have you taken acting classes at CNM?
I have.
So you can tell us what that was like?
It depends on the teacher. But I mean, you all learn experiences. The class that I'm taking currently right now is phenomenal. I love it. It's a lot harder to practice with others when you have to do it online. And
So are you guys having classes in person then, or is it?
No, we're still in Zoom.
Oh, cool. And then is it theater or is it what kind of acting is it?
It's actually theater, but it is. The teacher did teach advanced acting classes, so and she's noticed that we're ahead of a little bit of people. So,
So that's a way to go too. So
correct.
If you can't, you can go CNM. You can find acting coaches here in New Mexico or wherever you live at. So, any words of wisdom, David, our fearless leader?
No, I think what has been said is wisdom.
And I agree with what
Awesome.
Austin said about, I'm so glad that we can do this in person.
Mm-hmm.
You can pretend and do it on Zoom, but it doesn't give you the same feeling. Not even the acting classes, you just don't feel it. And even when you do self-tapes, and I got my studio all set up, and you have to have a reader read during time of COVID over the phone and all, you have to pretend that they're there, and your acting really has to come out because they're not really there. It's hard. It's hard. I much prefer acting classes in person.
Very cool. Very cool. And Shyzir, did you have any questions? I think I already asked you. I'm gonna ask you again.
Yeah. I just have like one quick question for Micheal here. So there's a bunch of young actors, right, and actress coming up and stuff, and it does take like a lot of like practice to like try to handle the stress of being like a young actor. So is there any advice you can give of like any young actress that's coming up?
I guess it depends on your goals. What are your goals as an actor or an actress or an actor?
What
are your goals?
Oh, for my goals as an actor, I just I don't know at the moment, but like I think I want to become an actor just to, of course, like entertain, but also like get some interesting recognition.
Sure.
I would say. Like,
So are you trying to be a working actor then?
Yes.
So all you're doing is work, most of us in here want to be working actors. That's what you're trying to do.
Yeah, and maybe break out one day. I'm not entirely sure about that quite yet, but just working on getting up there.
Well, the best advice that I got, and it was when I did background first, because to me, I did like 4 or 5 things. And I said, if I'm not comfortable on set doing background, I can't do regular acting. It's impossible. So I did a few things, but the first thing I said is that when I get close to an A-list actor, don't ask him for his autograph. He gets it all the time. Don't ask to take pictures and all that crap with him. I said, I want to know about your craft. And that's what I said to Josh Brolin. We were working right next to each other. I do feature background. We talked for like 15 minutes. And the advice he gave to me, I'm going to give that to you because I don't feel like I should give it by shit because I've only been acting 6 years. Theater, if you can do theater, do theater. He still does theater when he gets a chance. Train, get into some good acting classes like this here and some more. Just train. Do some indie films, do some student films. Get some stuff on your resume. Get comfortable. I did about 22 projects in Colorado. Didn't get paid at all. Didn't care. I just wanted to get comfortable in front of the camera. So you got to get comfortable first. So I would do a bunch of that and just train and make sure you have that on your resume because they're going to look for that on your resume. Don't worry about an agent right now. Like, I'm stupid. The first 2 years I was up in Colorado, I didn't really, get on Google and research. I was worried about the agent up there, being a dumbass. Worry about the agent and stuff later when you get your resume and your demo roll and you do some stuff.
So recently on YouTube there was, actually I found her on a TED Talk and she did the, she's an overnight success, but she's actually been an actress for like 7 years now. I think she's actually up in Canada. And what was interesting is she has a YouTube channel and she writes scripts, and I know we have a few writers in here, but she does scripts and she plays herself. So she has like, herself is dressed up as a different person. And a couple of her videos went viral because it was like herself talking to herself about the virus, and some of her videos went really viral. But she said the first few years she was like acting to herself, like she had very few viewers. And now she's like become a really big star. So I had a thought, either any one of you have your own YouTube channel and do the same thing, and or someone here manage a YouTube channel for New Mexico actors and write scripts, and rather than just doing indie stuff, pair up, just like we're doing now. But you write a script and you sometimes do it by yourself or you pull in somebody else and do little scenes. And it could just be a New Mexico YouTube channel and people just hook up and do things. And if nothing else, you might be like her and nobody's really paying attention. But eventually you have a couple of funny skits that go viral and you don't have to wait for something big to happen, because this is a 48-hour film festival. But I think a lot of people make that excuse. It's like, well, I got to wait for this, I got to wait for that. No, bullshit. This chick does it by herself. And she's she's put a lot of work and some of her stuff's pretty funny, and to move the camera around is a lot of work, But anyway, that's my thought for today. So if there's anybody here in the class wants to run with that. So cool. Well, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next Friday.